The myth of Pandora's box. When Zeus and the Greek gods created the human female, she was named Pandora and given many gifts. Among those gifts were beauty, wit, charm, eloquence, curiosity, and also deceit. Zeus then gives her a box and tells her never to open it. She holds on to it for a while, but eventually her curiosity gets the best of her and she opens the box. And when she does, every kind of evil begins to fly out from the box. Trickery, deceit, lies, manipulation, chaos, hatred, and anger. And as this happens, she becomes scared and slams the box shut, trapping just one thing inside: hope. This system is called Pandora's box because it represents hope for men to make sense of the chaos, the mental turmoil, and the frustration that exists inside the female mind. Groundbreaking research. What we've developed is the first applicable method for understanding and controlling what exists inside the female mind. It is the result of several hundred hours of research, both scientific research as well as real-life experimentation and hundreds of interviews with real women. By the end of this program, you'll have a game plan for every different type of girl on the planet, from identifying her type quickly to having her completely devoted to you. You'll know exactly what to do to get the girls that you've always wanted. So let me tell you what this is not. This is not some new age pop psychology fad that will be gone in a year's time. This is not boring academic theory that sounds good on paper but has no real world application. This is not lame and manipulative pickup techniques or any misogynistic ways to get into a woman's pants. Understanding this stuff will bring a newfound love and appreciation to women and put you light years ahead of any other guys she might be talking to or dating. Now, as the project leader, I have to give some credit where credit is due. I cannot simply take credit for such a massive project. First, my lead trainer, Brian Burke, who dug deep into about 50 to 60 books on the topic of psychology, specifically evolutionary psychology, female psychology, and sexual psychology. He spent close to 100 hours interviewing women, delving deep into their psyche and mental processes. He will also be the main contributor on this program. I also need to thank Matt Koenig, my personal success coach, who conducted interviews, managed the overall project, made sure everyone stayed on task, and also offered a ton of insight into behavioral psychology. Also, Chris Hart, who helped me with the interview process, did some very specific research into the more rare character types of women across all age groups. He specifically researched the topic of how women change due to their personal experiences and also as they get older. Now, here's what makes this project unique. Each one of these team leaders has phenomenal success with women, and for the past 2 years we have been secretly testing and refining the Pandora's box system with real live women. In addition to the Everything's on the Table interviews that we've conducted with women who were actually aware of this project, there were also hundreds of women that, through talking to, attracting, and dating, were unknowingly allowing us to test and refine this material. And be assured, every precaution was taken to safeguard the psyches of these women. The research was so intense, I actually almost went insane from forcing myself to seduce and develop relationships with women who were normally not my type, women who I would never date but had to for the sake of being thorough. And this doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them or bad, they were just not my type. And as you go through the program, you'll realize that you're going to have preferences for women that are your type too. Many other teachers in this industry treat women as exactly the same, one similar person, and will blindly teach you what works on one specific character type of woman. While this might lead to some success sometimes, it's just a fraction of what's possible when you become more accurate. When someone only focuses on one specific character type, unknowingly, they are only hitting about 12% of the total demographic. As you'll soon discover, there are 8 very different character types of women, and understanding the differences will open up your options and give you tremendous power. You'll probably know yourself that even guys who are quite good with women are still only consistently getting a certain type or sort of woman, and not experiencing success with a wide range of types of women. This program will give you that ability if you so choose. There's also some research that should go unmentioned, as it might conflict with the morals of the more conservative listeners. We have all made significant sacrifices in our lives to truly develop something that will push society's understanding of the female sexual psychology to the next evolution. The end result is that me, my team, and even the video crew who happen to be watching our interviews, incidentally, have all multiplied our powers with women, have increased our versatility, and increased the certainty of our ability to pick and choose women and strategically form romantic relationships with them with much less frustration, guessing games, and rejection. You are going to end up with the same power. Here's just a brief list of what you're going to be able to do. You will be able to see inside the mind of any woman you choose. Now, you won't literally be able to see her exact thought processes, but you will be able to predict with a high level of accuracy her emotions, feelings, and future behavior. You will have a hyper understanding of the female mind, which changes the vibe that you're putting across. Women will intuitively sense the difference between you and other guys. It mostly manifests in your facial expressions, eye contact, and body language. She is going to know that there's something different about you. It's just like if you're in a foreign country, you're walking around surrounded by foreigners, and you see someone from your home country. You don't even need to hear them speak to know that they're from your home country. You can tell just from their body language and the way that they're coming across. You'll be able to influence her behavior on an almost supernatural level. Because you will understand her even better than she knows herself, you'll be able to behave in a way so that you are an authority, a guide to her own inner understanding, which will give you unlimited persuasive power. Take caution. You will have women's lives in your hands, and they will obey you with blind obedience. You will join an elite secret society. Understanding, having compassion and empathy for women, and the ability to predict her future behavior will set you far apart from the other men in her life. You will become someone who she trusts, someone she can be completely honest with, someone she tells all of her secrets, almost like a best friend that she grew up with, but with the additional benefit of having a passionate sexual connection. You'll be able to decipher her secret language. Almost every guy has had the experience of a woman saying one thing but meaning something completely different, or seeming to be interested in flirting, but the minute you make a move she loses interest. When you speak womanese, you will see all of this happening around you, but to other guys. You can choose to help them, or you can watch with amusement with the girl and keep her for yourself. You'll be able to unleash her inner nymphomaniac. You'll be able to get her acting totally outside of her normal range of behavior. One thing I see is that guys will date a girl, they'll have the most plain vanilla missionary style sex, but then she'll go date a guy like me or one of my trainers, and she'll be open to all kinds of crazy sexual things, even threesomes, and when the guy finds out about her secret hidden desires, it's often very upsetting and frustrating. You're going to be one of us, and trust me, when a girl does something completely out of character with you, you make an incredible bond, and basically she'll never forget you and always give you priority over other guys. You will be able to quickly identify which of the 8 character types of women she is. Is she the seductress, or is she the connoisseur? There's just 8 different types of women, and you're going to be able to know immediately which type she is, and exactly how to get her. I've actually got it down to I can tell which type of woman is within 30 seconds or less, and in time, you'll have this power too. You will then be able to adapt your strategy to laser target your efforts to that one specific character type. Why waste your efforts using behaviors and tools that aren't suited for a specific woman? In the trainings to come, we take one character type at a time and focus on it hardcore. My hope is that you will find and date each character type as they are introduced, and by the end of this training, you will have experienced the full spectrum of women, know which type works best for you, and then be able to predictably find them, seduce them, and if you want, form a long-term relationship with them. Now, let's talk about signals, and in particular, signals that women give off to show you that they're interested. One side benefit to learning the Pandora's Box system is that once you become a master, you will be blown away by the number of signals that women are constantly giving off about which character type she is and also the many ways she's telling you how to seduce her. You are about to become an expert at reading those signals. That one special girl. From coaching students all around the world, we realize that there are many guys who have a woman in their lives who would make an amazing girlfriend, be awesome to have sex with, or just plain better than most other girls they know. Is there someone that you know right now who it would be awesome to start a romantic relationship with? I know myself, when I was just learning this stuff, initially there was this perfect 10. You know, the kind of girl who would be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You know the kind I mean. She really turned me on. I had to have her. And as I got better, I was able to relate to her on a much deeper level, and let me tell you, it was so fulfilling to finally seduce her. Now, what this program is going to allow you to do is understand her type, make sense of her behavior, because, let's face it, there's a good chance it's confusing to you right now, and then have a solid chance at correcting your own behavior and getting out of your own way so that you can begin to form a real connection with her and allow her to bond with you. You are going to figure out if the girl you really like is a tester or an investor, a denier or justifier, and a realist or idealist. What am I talking about? And why should you care? Well, understanding these 3 things is the key to knowing a woman's character type. Yep, you just need to know 3 things about any woman to instantly know her type. We call this process mind reading because it gives us so much information about her behaviors, her preferences, her sexual history, and also how she falls in love. How can we suggest such an outrageous idea with such confidence? Well, keep listening, keep watching, keep learning, and you may want to watch these videos a couple times to fully understand the system. And please watch them all the way through in order at least one time before going back to review the individual sections. And pay close attention, taking notes if you have to, because I'm going to test your knowledge at the end of the core program. Confidence. The thing that really caught me by surprise when we tested the product on a focus group was the incredible surge in their confidence when they went out to meet women. And now that I fully understand it, it's kind of like the difference between being dropped in the middle of a jungle and being in a jungle with a compass, a tour guide, and a map with big bright red arrows telling you exactly where to go. The guys as a part of this focus group found it fun to figure out her type, and they turned it into a little competitive game. It made meeting women fun again because while it was challenging at first, they all made rapid progress as they got faster at finding the clues, putting the pieces together, and acting accordingly. Here's why this works. The Pandora's Box system is completely unique because it addresses real differences between women's minds. Previous teachers have failed, or rather succeeded with a very small percent of women, because they failed to address these very real differences. Let me ask you a question. Take 2 women. One woman has only had 3 serious boyfriends in her life, enjoys hiking, reading, and watching movies. She does not date casually, and has only had sex with those 3 guys aside from a fairly negative experience with a one-night stand she had when she was 19 years old. Another woman has dated over 20 guys in just her freshman and sophomore years of college alone, frequents clubs and dresses in a way that gets a lot of male attention, and she is approached on average about 3 times a day and has even considered becoming a stripper to pay the bills. Do you think that you'd be successful using the same strategy to attract both women? Of course you wouldn't. Yet every teacher who has studied this topic attempts to fit every woman into his one method. As a result, any guy using these methods, even if he is very good, is only going to have about a 12% chance of resonating with the female population. Whereas once you master the Pandora's Box system, you're going to have a realistic chance with 100% of all women. This is because we are treating them as unique individuals rather than all exactly the same. And this includes anything romantic, whether it's about dating or a relationship. It does not merely apply to her behavior in bed, but of course we are going to cover that in depth as well. The Pandora's Box system is your guide to the female mind. It will give you almost unlimited and scary power with women, as it has with me, my trainers, and the select few VIP clients I've chosen to share it with. And it will give you this power as well. Respect it and treat it as such. An incredible superpower and privilege. If I happen to find out about any guy that is misusing or abusing this power, I will terminate his account without refund and lock him completely out of this program. I am very serious about this. Warning number 1. It's about time that I talk about the possible consequences of using or misusing this product. This product, when both studied and applied, will give you incredible power with women. They will feel as though you understand them on the deepest possible level, even better than they know themselves, because you actually do. Because of this, they will suspend all critical judgment, rational thinking, and let go of their normal defenses and practical common sense. You will literally become the authority over her decisions, her goals, and grant or remove the power to feel pleasure and pain. And I have to confess, I myself have been somewhat careless with this power in the past. When I was a lot younger, I dealt with a lot of rejection in my life, especially from women, and I experienced a lot of pain from that. So naturally, I felt like I needed to overcompensate, and so I did. And a while back, some women I dated, after we broke up, they were very devastated and couldn't date or even feel attracted to other men for a long time after we had ended. And that's something that I regret almost every day of my life. It's something that I got to live with. But you have the chance to resist this urge and spare yourself from the mental torment that, trust me, comes with this type of abuse. Recently, for the first time in a long time, I fell in love. And I used the strategies that you're about to learn to find and attract the most amazing woman for me. And I taught her things about herself that she would never understand in a million years. And it was pretty life-changing for the both of us. You have the chance to use this incredible power to change the world for good. And this project is my way of reconciling the damage I've done, hoping that enough men will use this in a positive way. And under my close guidance, we can spread a strong positive energy to improve the lives of women, help them feel more understood, more connected with men, and make a real impact on society. Warning number 2. Now, second warning here. This is the end of my introduction, and as such, this is the point of no return. Once you listen past this point, we're going to begin to reveal the secrets of Pandora's Box. I'm going to peel back the curtain and take you through the inner workings of the female mind. I'm not going to hold anything back. At times, although our goal is noble, there are going to be some things that we talk about that are pretty dark, and some of it may be scary. So again, if you currently have the idea that all women are perfect in every way, 100% altruistic, and never have any deceptive or hidden motivations, then this product might not be for you. If you have the slightest feeling that you might be getting in too deep, please stop this video and never log back into the Pandora's Box website. I'm totally serious about this. This is the real content that no one else is teaching. You will not find the level of honesty and disclosure anywhere. And that's why I urge you to take a good look at yourself and ask yourself, am I really ready to take an uncensored look inside the mind of women everywhere, no matter if it's good or bad? If not, again, turn back. But if you are, I congratulate you, commend you, my fellow Pandora's practitioner, and welcome you to a truly elite society.